Hey everyone, and welcome to Test Kitchen Live. We're so glad to have you here tonight at our bonus Test Kitchen Live episode. So thank you all for being here. We are going to have a lot of exciting things to share. If you guys are gearing up for this long Labor Day weekend and looking for something to bring, we have got you covered. And of course, we're going to be previewing a sneak peek of 3 brand new products for fall. So you got to stay tuned. No snoozing. If you snooze, you lose tonight because we have so many exciting things to share. So put in the chat, where are you guys watching from and what are you excited to see? Maybe what's the last couple things on your summer bucket list? Abby, we're happy to have you here. You got anything left on your summer bucket list?
Well, a couple more times jumping in the lake, I think, right?
I like
Before
that.
it gets too cold.
I like that.
More ice cream cones.
More ice cream cones. Always more ice cream cones. So you're going to be watching the chat, right?
Yeah, I'm watching the chat. Happy to be here. Tell us in the chat where you're coming from, and make sure to participate because there will be a surprise at the end of the show.
So many surprises. All right, and again, my name is Sandy. I lead the culinary team here. I was bragging that I just celebrated my 11th year anniversary. So excited to come to you here and show you some of these last of summer goodies. So, as I mentioned, Labor Day, right around the corner. You might be wondering what is something that you can make and take with you on the go to the last of those summer picnics. Well, we got you covered. We're going to be making a traditional 7-layer dip with the beans and the guac and the cheese. And then we have a Greek 7-layer dip for something a little bit different. Heck, you can even bring both of them because they're so delicious and beautiful. So of course, I'm going to be making the 7-layer dip in our rectangular cool and serve. This product is on sale as part of a bundle. I'll show you what else is in that bundle for August. So you have a couple more days to take advantage of this. This is the ultimate product for things you want to take on the go with you because it's got these cooling pucks. You keep them in the freezer, pop them in the base, and they help keep your foods chill for 4 to 6 hours. So you don't have to worry about your dips getting soggy. This is great for no-bake desserts, fruit and cheese. I like to cut up my watermelon into some wedges and layer it on there, even sandwiches. Put in the chat, what do you love in your rectangular cool and serve for if you have one? And of course, we've got a nice leak-proof lid, which is great for on the go. And then it nests. So when you're at your little picnic table, you put it all together and it nests so beautifully and everything's dishwasher safe. So let's start off with the traditional 7-layer dip. Again, put in the chat if you've made this guy. We're going to just start with some refried beans right on the base. So this is not on the puck. It's got to insert in the middle, just had to say. Gonna start with some refried beans. This is a nice like thick layer on the bottom. Hey, and I'm wondering, has anyone made their own refried beans? It's just pinto beans with like onion and seasonings and spices. So you could definitely do that. But this recipe comes together super quick.
We've got a lot of people saying they make their refried beans all the time.
Really? Oh my gosh. Send us your recipe. I want to check it out. All right. And after that, we're going to make our guacamole layer. This is looking pretty great. Smelling good already. Okay. That looks nice. All right, so for our guacamole layer, I have 2 very beautiful, I might say. I got lucky, beautiful pitted ripe avocados right there in my manual food processor. I'm gonna go ahead and add the juice of 1 lime in our citrus press. Love that this guy gets just every little bit of juice out. I don't know what I would do without this one. Gave some citrus tips. I think in the last Test Kitchen Live, I like to roll my lime kind of around on the table to loosen the juice from those membranes. It's a good tip. Okay, then I got a little bit of salt. And by the way, we also have a guacamole mix that all you have to do is add the mix to 1 avocado and it has you covered for the salt, the lime, the cilantro, the spices. But I'm making sort of the traditional one there. And then we've got just 1 garlic clove. But guess what? I am going to show you a preview of one of those products already. make sure you guys are awake. Okay, this is our new garlic prep tool, brand new product for fall. I call this your one-stop shop for all your garlic needs because there is an area here to go ahead and slice your garlic. You can dice your garlic. And there's a place to paste, make garlic paste, which is in here. But I'm gonna go ahead and take out the peeler. It also comes with this great brush to go ahead and clean the garlic off of those plates. I'm gonna put that in there. For this use, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the skin off. Nobody likes to touch raw garlic, especially me. I'm like extra prone to stinking like garlic. There you go. And that's just gonna pop right in there. And by the way, for all these products that I'm sneak peeking today, I know you want more, and I'm gonna be demoing them next week on Tuesday's Test Kitchen Live. So this is just a super sneak peek. I know you guys want more, but we got so much to cover. All right, that's it. I'm gonna give this. What's this? I love how the manual food processor, needs some more. You could just go ahead, give it a peek, pulse it. Oh, I forgot the cilantro, which is like my favorite ingredient when it comes to guacamole. You have to have cilantro. And this is in my herb keeper. Love to know how many people out there have an herb keeper. It is the greatest way to keep your herbs fresh. So right now you see we only have some cilantro in there. And what you don't see is the stems are sitting in a little bit of water down at the bottom. For delicate herbs like cilantro, parsley, you want to keep those stems. Think about them like a flower. You want to keep those stems in the water. And then over here, there's a little compartment sitting above the water. And those are great for your hardy herbs like rosemary and thyme and oregano, things that you want to sit above the water. And then this is great because it fits just right into your side door of your refrigerator. So handy. I love it. I'm just going to eyeball about a quarter cup of cilantro. Hey, did you know that with cilantro, it's okay if you get some of the stems in there. It's not going to hurt it. It adds just fine flavor. No big deal. I'm not going to be like super precise about it. Don't be afraid of those stems. I'm going to do a little bit more because I love cilantro. Put in the chat how you guys feel about cilantro. I know some people think it tastes like soap. Right, Abby?
Yeah, I love cilantro.
You love it?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Big fan. Cilantro and lime, great flavor.
Like cilantro, lime, rice. So good. All right. Give it another little stir. Of course, with our manual food processor, the more you pulse it, the finer it all gets. Looks great. I like a slightly chunky guacamole. Let's get those so the stems get all chopped up. Okay, looks great. How many of you out there have the guacamole mix? Such a good shortcut. I always say it solves that problem of, when you're making guacamole and you're with your family and friends and you're like, what does it need? A little more salt, a little bit more lime.
A little bit more garlic, a little bit more onion.
No, not with the guacamole mix. You have everything you need in one little tablespoon of the mix. Okay. What do I do after this? I think it's my sour cream. Yeah, I think it's my sour cream layer. I don't know, Abby, what do you think? Are people going to be team traditional 7-layer dip, or do you think they'll go Greek?
Ooh, I don't know. I think we'll have to wait and see after you show them the Greek.
Yeah, I had a fun time. I kind of whipped that recipe up last week. It was pretty simple and fun. And
you didn't make it up last week.
I did
for the first time.
I did. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's new. Yep. I can do that, Abby.
Yeah, you can. It's your job.
That's my job. Okay. Guac is looking so great and fresh. Let's get this next layer going, which is just 3/4 a cup of sour cream. And then we have our everything taco seasoning. So throw us a line in the chat if you love our everything taco. It smells so good. Of course, this is delicious on ground meat. I love it mixed with some sour cream, not just in this dip, but just like as a really nice sauce. You guys know I like my little tip where I add the seasoning just to the first line in the cap, so I don't have to mess another measuring spoon. Oh man, and you could get creative with the seasonings in this guy. Chili lime. What else? Southwest could probably be good. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. Let's throw this guy in. Next layer. Good. Oh, you got to have some sturdy tortilla chips for a dip like this, you know, because you got to dig into all those different layers. So don't be getting any non-sturdy tortilla chips for this guy. I know a lot of people make their own tortilla chips just with some tortillas. You could bake them in the air fryer. Those get nice and sturdy too. Okay. And if your layers bleed a little bit, that's okay. It's gonna happen. Okay.
It's all going to the same place.
That's what I always say. It's all going right in your stomach. Okay, so next I just have some salsa. This is just jarred salsa, but of course that manual food processor does a great job at making a really quick salsa. Of course, I know a lot of people have the end of their summer tomatoes, so that's a great way to kind of use up your tomatoes. I think the chunky salsa is key. You want it to be chunky so that you can kind of pick up those chunks on your chip. Oh, this is smelling so good. Come on, guys. You'll be like the talk of the party when you come with this. And there's so many different variations you could do, right? You could switch up. I'm going to grate some cheese. You could use different types of cheese, different types of salsa. If you even come with 6 layers, that's okay too. No one's going to judge you. Okay. Let's see. I think we got our cheese next. I already have some grated right here. This is just cheddar cheese. I like a sharp cheddar. And of course, you guys know I love my extra thick grate and our adjustable double grater. So on one side, you have nice fine grates for your Parmesan cheese. And on this other side, look at this. It's kind of like, I think they call it the farm stand cut. You can find it at the store, but of course your cheese is gonna taste so much better and last so much longer when you grate it yourself. And I love these thick strands because then again, your chip's gonna be able to get in there and get those thick pieces of cheese. Oh, I only really had a little bit of cheese to grate. Got a lot of layers. Okay, let's layer this on. And then I think we've got some tomatoes and olives. Look at this thick grate. Who's a fan of the thick cheese? It also melts so much better. I always make my son's quesadillas with this cheese. Put it in my eggs. Looking good. You see those layers from the side too? Like you can see, yeah. Nice. Okay. So then we just have, I already diced up some plum tomatoes. Now I love to use plum tomatoes in a dip like this because plum tomatoes have less juiciness. They're less juicy than say like a beefsteak tomato, and a beefsteak tomato, it might make the dip watery. So I love plum tomatoes, period, but I really love them in a dip like this that you don't want it to get too juicy. I like using the utility knife to cut, to dice up my tomatoes. I use a tomato knife for slices, but I find I need like a nice a nice sharp knife for the dices. Okay. I suppose you could even use cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes, and cut them up for this recipe. So many ways to customize. Now my last ingredient, that's the controversial one, black olives. I'm a fan, I'm a big fan, but I know a lot of people are certainly not fans of black olives. How do you feel?
I'm a big fan. When I was a kid, my family used to put out a jar of black olives in the jar just out for me.
Did you put them on your fingers?
Yeah, put them all on my fingers.
Same,
Love black
same. What's that? We're gonna add up, like I said, about a half of these, and we're gonna save the other half for the Greek version. Looks good. You know, the tomatoes aren't super juicy, but my hands got super juicy. So we just have some whole pitted black olives, and we're just gonna go ahead and slice them in our cup slicer because it's so fast and easy. Again, if you buy them whole, pitted, and not sliced, you save a couple bucks. And I think they taste a little bit better when you slice them yourself. And it's so satisfying. There you go. You got it. This is the top. Oh my gosh. This is making me excited for the long weekend. How about you guys?
First time in a long time that I don't have plans for Labor Day weekend, but I'm excited about the no plans.
I like that
just
too.
Just relax.
Well, I mean, it's only Wednesday.
That's
when
true.
do your plans start brewing?
You never know. You never know. Plans could, I'll check back in next Tuesday.
That's funny. I got a text today for Memorial Day. I was like, what? And I was like, it's too early to commit. I need to keep things.
Labor Day.
Labor Day. Say Memorial Day.
Planning for next year?
No. It's too early for Memorial Day. I got to keep plans open. Okay. There you go. So beautiful. I'm going to kind of, you know what? Where am I going to put this? I'm going to put this over here for now. Take a look at this gorgeousness. And we're going to get started on our next recipe, which is going to be the Greek version. I'm just going to do really quick cleaning up. You guys know that I'm not the neatest chef in the kitchen. That's okay. It means I'm having fun, right? Okay, so the next recipe is going to start with a homemade hummus. That's so delicious. I want you guys, if you're skeptical about making your own hummus, you're like, I could just buy it from the store, right? It's not that hard. Go to our homemade hummus recipe online and read the reviews. People, like, their lives are changed after they try this hummus. Sometimes you get that aftertaste from store-bought hummus, not from this guy. It is so fresh and yummy. This is our oil and vinegar dispenser. I'm just measuring out 1 tablespoon of oil. Oh, I also have to do my beans real quick. Oh, 2 tablespoons of oil. That's right. Didn't sound like a lot. I love this. You don't have to get out another measuring spoon. Okay, and I already have 1 can of chickpeas that I drained, but I saved about a 1/4 cup of the liquid inside of the chickpea, which is the aquafaba. And this is great because instead of using water or more oil, this kind of acts as the liquid, and then you're not throwing it out. It also kind of makes it a little creamy too. All right, then I have cannellini beans. I love when I make hummus to mix chickpeas with cannellini beans. I find that the cannellini beans, because they're softer, they again kind of help make the hummus a little bit more rich and creamy. And of course, the can opener. Can I just say the Easy Read can opener was my very first favorite Pampered Chef product. When I started here, it blew my mind. And everyone would say, when you go to Pampered Chef parties, everyone would say, what's your favorite product? And I'd be like, the can opener. And then I had to evolve it later.
Is it the smooth edge can opener
What
or
did I
the
say?
Easy Read measuring cup?
Smooth edge can opener. You guys, I did another video earlier today and I've got everything mixed up. Okay, but look, can you see this little claw that goes ahead and removes the lid? And then there are no sharp edges on this guy. Look at that, no sharp edges, easily comes off. And then I'm gonna use another one of my favorite products. This is the can strainer. I'm just gonna step away and go ahead and strain these over the sink. So easy. Give them a little rinse. can strainer has been on the line a long time, so give us a shout in the chat if you're a big fan of the OG can strainer. So another can, whole can of cannellini. And then I'm gonna juice half of a lemon. Nice big pretty lemon. And my aquafaba, which is really just fun to say. And then I've got one whole garlic clove, just peeled. And then I've got a tablespoon of sesame seeds and a little bit of salt. So I don't know if you guys know, but tahini, which is usually used in hummus, is just sesame seed paste. So instead of adding tahini, I'm gonna let the blender grind up my sesame seeds to create that paste. That's it. Okay, before I start blending, I have a few things to talk about. Firstly, again, put in the chat if you've made this hummus. I like to think of it kind of as a blank canvas for adding different seasonings, especially Pampered Chef seasonings to the mix. So much you could do: Greek rub, lemon pepper, seasoning salt, bell pepper and herb, garlic and herb, so many options. And when it comes to so many options of seasonings, I gotta talk about taste buds really quickly because we're super excited about taste buds, especially when you think about back to school, back to routine. What a great time to gift yourself or gift somebody else. So Taste Buds comes with 3 packets of seasonings every month with 3 recipe cards that go along with those seasonings. So it's a great way to add fast, easy flavor to your everyday meals. On the back of the recipe cards are a bunch of different ways to use that seasoning. And again, really easy ways to add flavor. Maybe it's just how to season up your protein with that rub, or vegetables. We've got popcorn, simple grilled cheese. So fun and simple. We call these our flavor cards. And if you are a subscriber, you also get access on our add-ons marketplace to our full bottles of pantry that come with free shipping. What else do you get? Taste Buds also gives you exclusive seasonings every single month. So it's sort of like you could be an exclusive taste tester, because a lot of times we end up launching that pantry later. So much to say about Taste Buds. Did I say it all?
I think you did, but I think I have a little more to say.
You do. I'm going to start the blender really quick. I want to show you, and then Abby's got some exciting news to share about Taste Buds. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my lid on, and I am going to turn it on and turn it to the grind setting. Got it. And as you can see, I have my tamper ready. This is great for things like hummus, that you want to make sure you're kind of pushing the food into the blades.
Okay, let's talk about Taste Buds. So just like Sandy said, every single month there are so many awesome benefits of Taste Buds, and so I'm going to tell you a little bit about this month. So this month you get the Smoky Applewood Rub, the Asian Seasoning Mix, the Scampi Mix, and you get a 4th seasoning this month, which is a bonus, and it's our S'mores Dessert Mix. So super delicious. Bring the campfire inside or have it outside without your campfire. It's a great way to bring the summer into your fall. It's so delicious. And you can subscribe to Taste Buds today with a special discount code just for you guys watching live. The discount code is TASTE, TKL20, all caps, and it's good tonight only for 20% off any Taste Buds subscription. So if you're not already a subscriber, subscribe tonight, reach out to your consultant, ask them if you can make a purchase on their personal website or in a party, and you'll get 20% off if you use the promo code, again, TASTE, TKL20, all caps, at checkout, and if you submit your order before 11:59 p.m. Central Time tonight. So add some flavor to your meals and get that s'mores before anyone else can.
Ooh. That s'mores is good. I can personally vouch for the s'mores. Kind of a way to like hang on to summer a little bit.
Yeah, delicious.
Oh, it's so good.
Who puts Reese's on their s'mores? What kind of things? Like, have you ever heard of like doing different candy bars instead of Hershey's?
Totally. I like to switch it up. I get a little bored with the traditional s'mores.
Yeah,
so
that's
put
so
it in the
good.
chat.
That's
What
a
do you
summer
guys-
bucket list thing for sure.
I think so too. Okay, so our delicious hummus is made really simple and easy. But the first layer of this Greek 7-layer dip is actually going to be Greek yogurt, one of my favorite things. But not just plain Greek yogurt. We are going to add about a tablespoon of the Greek seasoning. So this again is about 1.5 cups of Greek yogurt. Oh, I love this seasoning. It's so pretty. It's going to go in there. Be our bottom layer because this is nice and thick, thicker than sour cream, which was our first layer of the other dip. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. I love how our rubs just take the place of so many different ingredients, right? To get the flavors of this Greek rub, you'd have to use salt and pepper, oregano, lemon.
Takes the guesswork
What
out,
else?
right?
It so does. Bell pepper. I said lemon already. Okay. This is gonna go. That's your first layer. And then we'll add our hummus. And by the way, that deluxe cooking blender, in September, you can host a party and get it for 60% off. Just in time for back to school, like making your own nut butters in there.
Yeah, delicious.
I love
and oh my gosh, soup season.
Soup season.
Soup season is, I mean, I'm sad to see summer go, but the best thing about fall is soup season.
I guess.
And my birthday.
When's your birthday?
October 8th.
Okay. I get like the butternut squash soup and the sweet potato soup. I love those kinds of autumnal.
Yeah. Last year I made the butternut squash soup and I added tortellini in it.
What?
It was so good.
That was too good.
Yeah.
Okay. This is looking good. And then I'm going to add my hummus. And guys, you can make all different kinds of flavors of hummus, right, for this recipe too. Or if you need a shortcut, no shame in your game, you could buy hummus, buy different flavors.
I like to mix it up when I buy hummus. I don't want to buy the same one every time, right?
You know what I do?
What?
Sometimes I buy the hummus and then I end up adding everything bagel seasoning to it, or everything
bagel seasoning should just be called put that on everything.
Put that on everything.
Scrambled eggs is my favorite.
Okay, after this, I think I have my hummus. That's right. This is a long, skinny scraper that is a great add-on product for the blender because it kind of gets in all the little nooks and crannies of the blender. And you can make this hummus thicker and thinner just by adding more or less of that aquafaba. Gets all in those blades really nicely. Don't want to waste any of this goodness. I don't know. Has anybody voted yet on which one they're
I'm
going to make?
go a little rogue, Sandy. I'm going to launch a poll when you're done.
Yes.
Okay. So people can actually vote. When the Greek dip comes together, there'll be a way for you guys to vote so we can really see the head-to-head.
Okay, but when you see my spread of dippers at the end, you might want to make both of them together because it's pretty...
I think they can see them back there.
They can see them back there. Okay, take a look. It's not a secret. This is looking great. Okay, I think I got my onion next. Got about half of an onion. I'm just going to dice it up. So many scrapers. Okay. I'm going to cut this down. This is a nice, beautiful red onion. Great for some color. And I've got my food chopper because you know what? It's the only way that I dice onions so fast. No tears.
And a good stress reliever.
Great stress reliever. And again, you can add more or less red onion depending on whether you're a fan, how much you love it. This is gonna go.
I have a love-hate relationship with red onion.
Yeah.
I like the way it tastes, but I need to have my toothbrush nearby.
Totally. I know. I love the nice like freshness and color that it adds.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
So pretty.
Who decided though it would be red onion and not purple
I
onion?
know. If anybody knows the answer to that, can
Someone
you
who
please-
is colorblind.
Can you let us know? I mean, I guess some varieties can be more red, but mostly. Okay. And again, you don't want too much of the red onion. It can overpower just a little bit. And you want a large one. I think mine was a little bit on the medium size. Okay, next we're going to dice up some cucumber. I love using my quick slice to dice up the cucumber because you get nice even slices every time. It's super fast. So this is how I like to do it. I like to kind of cut them in half lengthwise like that, or in half widthwise and then in half lengthwise. So it kind of makes half moons at this point. Okay, and I pick up my half moons and I rotate them. Look at that, perfect little dices. I actually love the little shape of these for the dip because you don't want them too tiny that you can't grab any. Dip it in. You could do this with apples too. Who else likes to dice with their quick slice?
Ooh, could you imagine like a layer dip with cream cheese and caramel and apple?
What?
Ooh, that sounds so good.
It's like that peanut butter board we did
Yeah.
last year. Peanut butter, caramel, nuts. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Just line it up. There we go. Okay, and then I got my tomatoes. Okay, I said I wasn't crying, but I'm crying.
It's less crying.
I'm crying.
It's not guaranteed no crying. It's
Okay.
just less crying.
It is. You can't tell. If I hadn't given it away,
At least
you
you're
would
a
be
pretty
able to
crier.
tell. Thanks. Thanks. Okay, and then so we've got some artichokes. So let me tell you why I chose the artichokes. I didn't want to be redundant with the black olives. I love me a Kalamata olive, but I thought artichokes is kind of fun. Abby actually suggested if you don't like artichokes, you could try hearts of palms. Kind of has that same taste to it and consistency.
Or if you don't like tomatoes, you could use bell peppers.
Bell peppers. Oh, guys, this is looking so pretty. So this is just a can of marinated artichokes, and then I coarsely chopped them just a little bit. They kind of fall apart already when they come out of the jar, so you don't have to do too much to them. Ooh. And then, of course, to top it off, we have to add some feta cheese.
Yeah. So while you're doing that, I'm going to launch this poll.
Okay.
So tell us, guys, what do you think?
Gotta see the feta.
Are you team Greek or team Mexican 7-layer dip?
Or you can't decide. I don't know. See.
Yeah, there's an option for both.
Look at this. This looks so
It's
pretty.
tight. But we've got, I mean, we'll give it another second.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna take it over the edge.
it's a tie between Mexican and both right now. It's like,
I'm gonna add a little Greek rub to the top, just because
Ooh,
again,
yeah.
we eat with
That's
our
so pretty.
eyes, and it's gonna look really pretty. Look at that! It's raining Greek rub. Beautiful. All right. Should we take out the dipper? Let's take out the dippers.
beautiful.
Gorgeous are these. We did these up with our crinkle cutter. Some of these. Some chips and pita and bell pepper. Abby, don't sneak over here and start snacking because we have more to talk
I
about.
don't have to sneak. I thought that was part of working at Pampered Chef is you get to taste test.
It is. It so is. Okay. Love all this, but I did promise you guys some more previews. So we have 2 more previews to go. And the first one is going to be the new Brilliance Nonstick Weeknight Skillet. Check this out. We call this kind of a hybrid pan between a saute pan and a fry pan because it's got these wonderful big side walls, and it's really great for sauteing, tossing your food, dishes that you need to kind of be constantly tossing. This has got a 4-quart capacity. Again, that wonderful Brilliance nonstick on the inside and on the outside. And that gorgeous color too. Let me remind you one more time, I am going to be cooking with all 3 of these sneak peek products. So you'll hear much more about them next week. My good buddy Zach, who's an engineer, is going to be joining to talk more about it too. Okay. We're loving this. And then last but not least, we have our whisk tongs. This is so Pampered Chef, don't you think, Abby? This is like
It's going to be our new viral product. It has to be. It's like,
so too.
It's the perfect tool that you never knew you needed.
Yes, because it's not just tongs, it's not just a whisk. It's whisk and a tongs. So you can whisk, toss, grab, and flip all in one tool. I love it for making salads. So you go ahead and just whisk your salad dressing with this, and then you can go ahead and toss it all up. Great for hard-boiled eggs. When you're pulling them out of the hot water, these tines contour to the shape of the eggs. Again, we're going to be cooking with this guy next week. Tell you more all about it. So those are the 3 exciting previews. Gosh, we did so much.
That's so cool that you guys got to see those products before they're available. They're available on September 1st.
September 1st.
So I'm going to do a little bit of a recap of the offers that we showed today. But before we do, it's time for that giveaway that I told you about in the beginning. So, giveaway, super exciting. You're going to get, 3 of you are going to get the Brilliance pan that Sandy just showed, the garlic prep tool, the whisk tongs, and the September Taste Buds box. So exciting, right? So all that is worth $248 in the US, $324 in Canada. This is huge. 3 of you are getting this, and you are, drum roll please, Rhonda Key, Sheila Seidler, and I'm really sorry, I'm going to try my best to pronounce this one, Leonald Clay. Leonald Clay. So, Rhonda Key and Sheila Snyder and Leonald Clay, we're going to email you after the show to get your shipping information so we can send you the Brilliance Weeknight Skillet, the whisk tongs, the garlic prep tool, and the Taste Buds September box. So exciting. So before I send it back to Sandy, I want to recap, like I said. So number 1, promo code, Taste TKL20, tonight only on any Taste Buds subscription until 11:59 p.m. tonight. So reach out to your consultant so you can purchase on their website or in a party. Number 2, the Cook Your Way sale. So this sale includes the herb prep set and the rectangular cool and serve, amongst a bunch of other things. This sale is only for August. So if you're interested in those products or anything else that you might want to know, maybe it's on sale, ask your consultant and get those orders in before August 1st. So by the end of the day, Thursday. And number 3, new fall products coming September 1st. We're so excited, and you should be too. There's even more in store than the ones you saw tonight. So reach out to your consultant and book a party for September, because that means you'll be able to get the products for free or at a discount when you host. There's no better way to shop Pampered Chef than when you're hosting. Back to you, Sandy.
Thanks, Abby, and congratulations to those winners. Wow, you guys got a lot of stuff. So we're going to stay on for some more questions, but I just wanted to remind you, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. we have live events. So check out the live events tab on our webpage. Talk to your Pampered Chef consultant on how to be a part of more of these. I will be back next Tuesday with brand new products, brand new recipes. Can't wait to see you. And we're also going to have a survey that will come up at the end of this. If they take the survey, they might be eligible for a surprise.
It might be a surprise.
It might be a surprise, and we want to know how to make these events really great for you. So, which dip won?
The Mexican, now I'm forgetting. It was like 30-30-30. So
Wow.
if you're not sure, bring both.
Okay.
Because
Got
both also got so many votes.
I know.
So.
Why not? And they're so easy to put together. Awesome. Well, what about the questions? What do we got?
So with the herb keeper,
Mhm.
how much water do you put in it?
Oh, that is a great question. It is not much. I want to say a quarter cup to a half a cup.
Okay.
Not much at all. I think there's a fill line on it.
Okay. question about a product that we didn't show tonight, but one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Rapid Prep Mandolin.
Uh-huh.
Tips on cleaning it.
Yeah, so it comes with a dual-sided cleaning brush, which is really great to go ahead and get into those blades. It's all dishwasher safe. I think before you put it in the dishwasher, you kind of want to like give it a couple pumps to make sure there's nothing stuck in any of those blades first. So use that, give it a couple pumps, use that dual-sided cleaning brush, and then it's all dishwasher safe.
Great. Okay, we've got a slew of questions about the grater. Are you ready?
Okay.
Does it come apart to lay flat?
It does.
It comes apart it folds together to lay flat,
Yep.
right? So you can store it either way.
Mm-hmm.
How many ways can you grate with it? 2, right? There's 2. It's in the sink.
Okay. Yes, so you can, let's see. It also comes with the food holder too. My friend's gonna try to grab that for me. So yes, these 2 come apart. You can grate it like this, or over a bowl too.
Does it work for soft cheeses and hard cheeses?
Soft cheeses, like
I mean, I wouldn't go as soft as like a goat cheese,
nah,
right?
it's really better on harder cheeses like Parmesan, cheddar. Let's see, what else? Like pepper jack, Colby jack, mozzarella. Good tip is to keep your mozzarella in the fridge or the freezer so that it's nice and hard right before you grate it.
Yeah, mozzarella is kind of a
Softer cheese, yeah.
Softer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you kind of talked about this, but can you tell us again, when you're making the hummus recipe, how can you really give it a good kick? Like, what flavors are your favorite to add to the hummus?
Oh man, lemon and garlic.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like the key. Like I said, you could spice it up with so many different seasonings. You could even add some red pepper flakes in there too. Maybe just at the top to give it a nice kick. I like everything spicy, so that's my go-to.
Yeah. Can you show the grater coming apart?
Uh-huh. I need, do you have an extra?
Oh, we don't have the cover on
If
it.
legal is watching.
Not safe.
But I like to do it this way. It's in the drawer? Okay. So giving me some tricky ones. You always want to make sure that your blade cover is on to keep safe. Let's see. I like to come up. God, I haven't done this in a long time. There we go. It's better that way. And then it kind of fits right back in. Right there, like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, next one is a Taste Buds add-ons question that I'm going to take. So the add-ons marketplace is available when you're a Taste Buds subscriber, and you can start adding on to your second shipment. So if you're already a subscriber, you can shop. Oh, it just closed. So it's open from the 1st to the 27th of every month, and that's new. We opened it up longer, starting in August. So for the November shipment, you can shop from October 1st to October 27th to add on to your November order. So that's how add-ons works. And there's always great deals in add-ons that you can't get elsewhere, 15% off certain products. Okay, how long does the herb keeper keep herbs fresh?
Gosh, you guys are asking me the tough ones. That information should be on the product description page.
Pampered Not Perfect. You don't have to know everything.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't know that one. I do have a good tip though. When you're doing herbs, like your delicate herbs, like cilantro and basil and parsley, those are the herbs you always want to add at the end of cooking versus your heartier herbs that go in here, like your oregano and thyme and rosemary. Those you want to add at the start of cooking so that you cook kind of a long time and let those flavors come out, but you don't want to cook cilantro and those things for too long.
Awesome. That's our last question. I want to remind you guys about the discount code. So TASTETKL20 tonight only till 11:59 p.m. All caps at checkout. Reach out to your consultant to check out in a party or on their website. And we're so happy to have you tonight. Back to Sandy.
Yeah,
Say goodbye.
See you guys really soon. Check out our live events, and we hope to see you next time. See ya.